It's your boy Big Dog barking back up in it. Give me y'all another laugh for today. I need a I need to get into some light so y'all can see my face or whatever the case may be. Oh, give me 1 minute. Let me see. Let me see. Do I want to get the? Is this cool? What going on, Armin? What's going on? Trying to see. I'm gonna do it with the light on. Give y'all a chance. Look at my handsome face. What going on? Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Uh, let me go and get the housekeeping out the way. Welcome to the show. It's your boy. I mean, let me take that out. Grown man over here, big dog bar. Come straight out of Memphis 10 with another one. You know what I'm saying? As y'all in the building, hit that like button. Like, so I appreciate it over here. Hit that share button. Tell somebody to come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Come put their eyes on me. I'm trying to do some things over here. And also hit that subscribe button if you not subscribed to the channel. The goal for the year is 1,300. We're getting there slowly, but we getting there. You know what I'm saying? So hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Today I'm just gonna talk about the mindset behind the madness called Swipevestor. It's a whole little movement that I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? And this, like I said, it's to help people achieve their so-called relationship goals. You know what I'm saying? But before I get into that, I will like to say my daughter did give birth to her little girl Sunday morning. It was 12 a.m. Sunday morning. And she in North Carolina, so it was 11 p.m. my time. It was 12 a.m. her time. So she gave birth to her little girl 12 o'clock Sunday morning. So yeah, both my grandbabies are in the world. I got my grandson, the third, and I got my granddaughter KK. That's what I'm calling them, cause I know I can't even pronounce. I ain't gonna say I can't pronounce it. It just my daughter gave her little girl the name. I was like, it's gonna take me a minute to get it right. I don't want to butcher her name, so I just shortened it down to KK. And for those that know my grandson, he is the third between behind me and my son. So my grandson is the third. That's why I call him third, and I call my granddaughter KK. So, yep, 6 pounds. I forget how many ounces. Yeah, so my grandbabies are in the world, and like I said before, it's I can only see her in pictures and on FaceTime right now. When I come to when I go to North Carolina, and when she come back home to Memphis, whatever the case may be, I spend my little, I spend my granddaddy time with my granddaughter when I get around her. But for right now, it's just gonna be on FaceTimes and pictures. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yep, I'm a proud grandparent twice, times two. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, now that I got that out the way, I will talk about some college football, but eh, eh. Folks that say they know football don't know football, so I leave them conversations alone. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a big thing. Everybody want to talk about Archman and how he didn't win against Ohio State. But if you know the game, you know the game. And, I can only do what the defense allowed me to do. I can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Receivers gotta catch the ball. Like I ain't saying he had no flaws or no faults in that game, but it's like, it was a one possession game, low scoring game. It was a lot of defense, a lot of ball running game. Wasn't that much passing and all that right there. Ohio State just came out with the victory. Outside of that, Bill Belichick got his ass whooped by TCU. Colorado. Colorado got their ass kicked, you know what I'm saying? Poor clock management, whatever the case may be. Alabama. Florida State had won the worst season ever last year, and they come out and beat Alabama in the first game. I don't know what happened with Notre Dame, Miami. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. But anyway, hope everybody had a good Labor Day. Hope everybody got full out there barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Had a good time. Man, for those that know about 901 Day, man, that's a Memphis thing. 901 Day was yesterday too. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker don't know how to act right on 901 Day. Just for the simple fact that we celebrate the city like that. September 1st is when we celebrate the city. You know what I'm saying? And folks acting the fool on Beale Street. Got the shooting and shit like that on Beale Street just for the sake of somebody got hit. They alright. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a simple fact is that 901 Day is it's supposed to be something special. If we don't have another day in the city of Memphis, 901 Day is supposed to be that city where we like, man, hey, bro, we supposed to just, man, revive together, rock out together, do all the good things together instead of trying to, take it to the streets. And yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people be asking me why do I care about Memphis so much? It's like that's my city. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? My daughter be telling me to move out. My wife, I ain't got no problem with trying to, move out the city, whatever the case may be. But I don't know where to go. If I did want to move out of Memphis, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. To where I get what I want, I don't know. Like everywhere, like if I look across the map at every big city, problems that I have in Memphis, every small city, problems. Like it's problems everywhere. It's like what problems I want to deal with at this point in my life. I'm at 46. What problems do I want to deal with that I'm already ain't dealing with now? You know what I'm saying? It's crime everywhere. It's gangs everywhere. It's drugs everywhere. It's like shit. If I leave here, where I'm going? To where I don't see the same shit I see now. Where I'm going? Where I'm going? I don't know. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at right now, it's like I don't see myself leaving the city. Cause like I said, where I'm gonna go? To where things are gonna be better than what they at now. You know what I'm saying? The price of living is people can say what they want to say about the price of living in Memphis. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Down here, man, look, we do the same thing. Ain't no Ferrari dealerships and all that type of shit. Ain't no Louis Vuitton stores and all that bullshit right there. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like you can't survive down here. It ain't like you can't live. It ain't like you can't stunt. But a lot of niggas be making in they city, they be talking about they can't do this. I'm like, shit, nigga, you can do that. I know for a fact you making so much money in this city. You want to be in Atlanta, you want to be in LA, you want to be in New York, you want to be in Dallas, you want to be in all these big cities, making big money and the price of living, busting your motherfucking ass. And I be like, bro, down here, yeah, you might sacrifice some living. People say the city is, but if you making good money, I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta deal with none of that shit. You ain't gotta deal with none of that shit down here if you want to. You know what I'm saying? It's parts of Memphis, on the outskirts of Memphis, man. With like, I ain't gonna say it ain't no crime, ain't no bullshit going on, but it's a whole lot less than being in the city of Memphis. You can work, make good money, and take care of your family, and still living good. And what y'all paying for a studio, you probably pay for a 3 bedroom out here. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna drag on about that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Then what I'm up here for today. Sorry to be dragging this shit on. It's just simple fact, man. Like I said, man. Anyway, let me go and get into this topic today behind the madness of Swipevestor. The mindset that creates the madness or the potential madness, the potential growth of this mindset. So, as many of y'all know, Swipevestor came from. I found some pages. Well, I found a note that I wrote some years ago. I think when I first started listening to YouTube, or probably 2 years ago when I first started doing the content. So it had to been about 2 to 6 years ago when I created this note. And I wrote it on pages on my MacBook. And I was literally comparing women to the different types of stocks. And for those that know, I always had a thing for the markets ever since I was a janitor at the airport cleaning up shit. Like I said, I always had this knack for the financial sector. And I love women. So, like I said, between 2 to 6 years ago, I came up with the thought process. I didn't have a name for it at first. It was just the thought process, the mindset that I was creating is that women are like stocks. I'm combining financial industry and my love for women and a couple of other factors, my DNA from my dad and my mama, my mindset from them and how I look at things from both a classroom type and a street type. Me losing my virginity at a young age and understanding that, hey, you get what you pay for. All that right there, me learning how to talk to girls early, learning that the right words can get you in and out of situations. Just a whole lot of shit went into the whole process of creating Swipevestor. The mindset. The mindset fucked up. The way I've always thought to this point has always been, you get what you pay for. And you can't complain about some shit when you were going in with bad intentions anyway. It's a lot of things that came across with this mindset just out me being the type of dude I am, me doing the things I've been doing in my life and all that right there, and just paying attention to how people operate, both men and women. No sexuality, no race, no working class, none of that. Just simple psychology, simple behavior patterns, simple all that type of shit. I studied a whole lot of shit in 46 years. I studied a whole lot. I studied everything that the biggest companies in the world done study. Blaming on my knowledge, blaming on my thirst for knowledge, blaming on my mama for making me read books when I got in trouble, blaming on my love for numbers and money, blaming on my love for women, blaming on whatever the hell you want to blame it on, blaming on my DNA for having this knack of seeing things, just blame it on whatever you want to blame it on. But I always had this mindset is that everything is business, nothing is personal. Everything is business, nothing is personal. Matter of fact, I put a quote on Instagram yesterday that says, "Love is emotional, returns are financial." Love is emotional, returns are financial, and I'll be sitting up here lying to y'all say I never been in love. I love my wife. I love my wife. I ain't gonna sit there and say I never fell head over heels for any female outside of my wife. I be lying. I be lying to say this the only woman I ever loved in my life. I be lying. I be lying. Outside of family members, it's probably about one other female I really really loved and cared about and shit like that. And it didn't work. It didn't work. We could never be boyfriend and girlfriend like we once were. And y'all know, like I said, it's about it was like when I was 18 to 20, I was with the chick. She was younger than me and shit like that. And we were cool, we were vibing, we had a lot of things in common. And you know, after 2 years, we broke up. It took a toll on me. I fell down and shit like that. Even though she was younger than me and shit like that, I fell down and bust my head and all that good type of shit right there. And I came back up and I became a monster when it came down to women. But even before all that type of shit, I lost my virginity. I learned how to talk to girls. I knew that shit, everybody got a price, depending on what you want. I learned all this type of shit in middle school and high school and shit like that. And it was the first time I was really in love with a female outside of my mama, outside of my grandmama, great grandmama, cousins. It was the first female I was in love with that wasn't a family member, that didn't have my blood pumping in them. And it hurt when we broke up. It hurt. I ain't gonna hold nan nigga and say that shit don't hurt. That shit hurt. But it was something I had to go through to get my mind right to where I'm at now. For all the shit I was learning up until that point to all the shit I know now, it's like it took something like that for me to actually like, you know what, this shit is really a business. This shit really a business. Yeah, you get with somebody and you want that shit to make, you want that shit to work. You want this shit to be in for the long run and shit like that. But hey, some businesses flourish and some businesses fail. Some businesses keep their doors open and some businesses fold in 2 years. It happens. So the same way I knew that is the same way I started looking at relationships a little bit hard and like let me switch my mind. Let me look at shit. And this was at 20. Let me look at relationship differently. What do I really want? What type of nigga am I really? And what do I really want? It took a heartbreak for me to sit back and say, what do I really want from women? What do I really want and what type of nigga I am? Now at 20, me going through what I was going through and heartbroken and feeling some type of way and shit like that. That shit took a toll on me, but I had to bounce back. My partners that was in my corner, they would tell me, hey, bro, you done had plenty of women before her. You gonna get plenty of women out there. It ain't that hard. You just in love. It ain't that hard. You just in love. Get out your feelings and keep on pushing. And like I said, I appreciate my guys for telling me that. I appreciate my guy for telling me that. So once I got out there and I started, putting more focus into my music, put more focus into my hustles and shit like that, I ain't had time to be in love. I ain't had time to be in love with females no more. I still like pussy. I still want a pussy. I still want to be in company of women, but as far as being in love at 20, no, I wasn't in love. I was still in relationships with chicks. I was still getting relationships with chicks, even though I wasn't looking for love. I just want to smash. We'll be in a relationship, and I done said it several times, like I was dealing with a lot of crazy, toxic females that had multiple niggas. I was the side nigga, I was the main nigga, and knew they were fucking off. I was the side nigga they were fucking off with. I was just in a relationship with females and not giving a damn about how much the relationship really meant because I was getting what I wanted. And at that point in time, between 20 and the time I got with my wife in 2004, when I was 24, finna be 25. Yeah, 24, finna be 25. So from the age of 20 to the age of 25, I didn't care about women to be like, I'm looking for a marriage, I'm looking for some long term and all that type of shit right there. I was like, man, just bend your ass over. Give me some pussy and go on about your business. If you want to come back, come back. If you don't want to come back, it is what it is. Because I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was on. And some people would say, "Oh, she hurt you, she broke you, and shit like that." Nah, she helped me. She helped me. Cause before we had broke up, and like I said, it's with a lot of girls I was dealing with, I ain't had none but what, three, four girlfriends in high school. Three. Three girlfriends in high school. She was my girlfriend when I graduated high school. I had three girlfriends in high school that I claimed as girlfriends. Three. It took a lot to be my girlfriend. It's three in high school. Three. One in the ninth, one in the 10th, one in my last 2 years. Three. Now, in the process of me having these three girlfriends, I was getting a lot of side action. Whether it was the random chick running around my apartment, whether it was me going to the strip club, whatever the case may be, I was getting it in early and often. And I knew then it's like I'm boo talking and pillow talking with my girlfriends and playing love songs in the background and shit like that, talking all nice and shit like that, making little goo goo gaga voices and all that bullshit right there. And they were opening up and they were telling me this, telling me that. There's only so much a 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girl could tell you at 13, 14, 15, 16. It ain't like we just had a lot of deep conversations. But I was saying some shit to make them like, I like you. I want to give you some ass. All that good shit. And this was both the girlfriends and the randoms. I ain't even gonna count the strippers because all they wanted was they $50. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I get it. I give you your money. I get the little 10-minute time, 3-song limit in the club, in the VIP. Get your little money. I get what I want and I get the fuck up out of there. Hey, what it is. The little chicks, the little random chicks in the neighborhood, they just, for the simple fact, my clique. Just for the simple fact of my clique. Who I was rolling with. That was it. Just me, Big Dog, his little brother, and all these niggas that around them. We already know his spot the house, in the whole apartment, in the whole townhouse. We already know Big Dog spot the spot. We already know him and his niggas have damn near every female in this motherfucker. Either they done fucked the same females or they done ran through them. They had a reputation for running through females in these townhouses. A reputation. Reputation for running through females in these townhouses. Had a lot of shit going on. Shit talking, beating niggas' asses, hustling and all that type of shit. Yeah, they like that type of shit. They like that type of shit and had boyfriends. I done shook their boyfriend hand. And I be telling them about their boyfriend. Like, hey, man, ain't you so-and-so chick? They like, yeah, and what? Same shit y'all go through now. Same shit I went through in the 90s. Same shit that men go through now, the same shit I was going through in the 90s. I was a victim and the suspect. I was a victim and a suspect of women. They played with me and I played with them. They send me on wild goose chases and I talk that shit right behind it. It go both ways. It go both ways. But even still, I was learning them. And I can't, and I don't feel sorry for that nigga that's in their 30s or 40s that don't know women. I don't feel sorry for y'all niggas. I really don't. I mean, y'all know y'all want to stick y'all dick in the hole. Y'all know that much. Well, you want to say that's nature or somebody told you that what real men do and all that type of shit. But it's the simple fact that y'all don't know women. Or y'all know what y'all want to know. You know what's being told to you. Which I feel sad for some of y'all because of the fact you got to come on to social media to listen to self-proclaimed Niggas that know what the fuck they talking about try to tell your dumb ass what the fuck to do with women. And some of these niggas be lying to y'all about how they move with women. They get caught every day. Even in my youth, my teens, I was learning women. It took a heartbreak for me to really understand that it was a business, but I was always learning. I was always selling myself to different women. And I was always investing in different women. I knew how much to invest. And like I said, in my teens, it was conversation. I ain't had no real money. It was conversation. I ain't had no real money. I had enough to buy myself shit, but I ain't had enough to buy me and her shit. I had enough for me. I had enough for my shoes and my clothes and my food and my phones and beepers and shit like that. I ain't had enough for me and her. I ain't have enough. And I'm kind of glad that the females I did fuck with, they had money. They folks would give them money. You know what I'm saying? Well, they didn't have to ask me for shit. They had their own shit. They just liked the nigga because they a nigga sort of attractive, sort of handsome, had a little swag about himself, had a crazy mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? They liked all the other shit. I ain't had no money. I was broke. I had money for me. I ain't had no money for us. I had money for me. I wasn't thinking about trying to put no ring on no female finger. I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. Like, man, I was just a young nigga running wild, doing what I wanted to do. I ain't had no responsibility. It was me. Me. I had enough for me. I ain't had enough for them. I had enough for me. Then I get in a little relationship out of high school, 2 years, and now I start thinking about us. Us. I buying her shit, taking her places, doing things with her and her family and shit like that. I started thinking about us. Even though I was still with the shit. Even though she called me several times with my beep, I leave my beep over her house. She run through that motherfucker, calling back numbers. Oh, who is this bitch? Who is this bitch? Who is this? I don't know what you're talking about. That was some female that I don't know how she get my beep number. Just any excuse, just any lie. Cause I leave my beep and she free range. This before the passcodes and you putting your thumb on the phone, all that bullshit right there. Nah, she can pick that motherfucker up and go right through that motherfucker. Find number after number. Why this bitch got 911 behind her number? Well, I'm like, man, I don't know what you talking about. The whole time I know what she talking about. Whole time I know what she talking about. She like, nigga, called my house one time. Another bitch picked up my phone. Picked up the house phone. And then I had to snatch the phone out the other bitch hand and tell her, man, I don't know nothing about this shit. Lying the whole motherfucking night. And she kept rocking with a nigga. I don't know because I was older than her. I don't know because I was doing little shit for her. I don't know because her little friends had little crushes on me and shit like that. And she had to stay cussing them motherfuckers. I don't know. But for 2 years, she rocked with a nigga. For 2 years, she rocked with a nigga. And I think the biggest argument we had when one of my partners was running around telling everybody me and her smashed in my mama car. He run around telling everybody that me and her smashed in my mama neon. And I like I called her one day. I was at work. I called her. She huffing and puffing. Like, oh, you telling motherfucker you fuck me in your mama car? I'm like, who told you? I know I ain't told a motherfucker shit. I know I ain't never fucked you in my mama car. I know I ain't never fucked you in my mama car. I don't know where they come from. Well, she told me who said the shit to her, and I said, oh, okay. Hung up the phone with her. I called this nigga Ace. Hey, bro, why you running around telling folk, man, me and her done fucked in my mama car? Like, you my nigga and all, I ain't got no problem telling you, me, you my guy, you my boy. But at the same motherfucker time, you ain't finna put no shit out there about me and my girlfriend that I ain't put out my goddamn self. And you ain't finna lie on me. I said, so what you need to do is you need to Call her. You need to talk to her. However, whatever the case may be, you need to get this shit straight. Cause I don't need no bullshit fucking up my relationship with Shawty. It's already one thing. I got my own bullshit going on that she catch me doing. It's one thing when I got my own shit going on. That's why I always say I do my dirt by myself. It's one thing when you catch me doing shit that I do my damn self. It's one thing when you catch me, going through my beep. It's one thing when you calling my house and other female picking up the phone. There's another thing when you might have heard I'm talking to one of your friends and shit like that. That's all on me. That's all on me. I ain't even mad about you peeping that gun. That's all on me. I'm guilty. But when you start throwing shit out there that I didn't say I didn't do, trying to fit whatever narrative and shit like that, we got a problem. So even with all my bullshit with this little young girl, man, I was going through it when we broke up. Cause I really cared about it. Even though I was with the shit, I really cared about Shawty. I really cared about Shawty, even though I was with my shit. She wasn't supposed to leave me, even though I was with the shit. Took her virginity, which I'll be holding so special with these females. Took her virginity. She wasn't supposed to leave me though. Regardless how reckless I was, regardless how chaotic I was, regardless how manipulative I was, she wasn't supposed to leave me. And when she left me, it hurt me. And when she hurt me, it dawned on me, it was like, all this shit business. All this shit really business. Cause in her exact words, she was like, nigga, you older than me, you didn't have a chance to do the shit I wanna do. I felt her. Even though I didn't want to hear that shit, I understood where she was coming from because I'm older than her. And she like, nigga, where you at 20 is where I'm trying to, I'm trying to do the shit you were doing at 16, 17. At 16 and 17. Nigga, you already did this, that, and the third. You 20. You want me to be tied down to just you. You want me to be all up into you and this. Shit like I feel you, but at the same time, I want to grow too. I didn't want to hear that shit, but I had to listen because she was right. I wasn't giving her a chance. Like she knew what she was doing when she was sitting up here lying to me, talking about how old she really was, trying to get up with a nigga. But then at the same time, she used her age against me so she can do what the fuck she wanted to do. Crazy. You lied on your age to get with a nigga, then you use your age to get away from a nigga. No harm, no foul. That shit happened. That's just how that shit happened with my situation. And it wasn't no craze. Like I said, no craze. Because I was 18, she was finna be 15. So it wasn't just like I'm older, but it wasn't no crazy number. Her mom and dad, they co-signed it because of how I acted. I wasn't just the average YN at that point in time. It was like, he got some shit, but I had some substance behind myself. Even though I was a piece of shit, they were like, he got some substance about himself. He know how to act in public. He know how to talk. He don't come around smelling like weed all the time and always did that. Like he with the shit, but he sophisticated, in a better word. So her mom and dad, they were cool with it. All her folks were cool with it. It wasn't no issues. But when she broke up, it hurt me. But it helped me because now I started looking at women like it's business. It's business. What do I want from you? Because I had the relationship that I thought I wanted at that point in time, and I'm young and dumb. I was in love and all that type of shit right there. And she broke up with me and it hurt my fucking heart. So when I bounced back, I started looking at women like, what do I really want right now with women? With me working, with me hustling, with me rapping and all that type of shit right there. What can a woman give me that I really want outside of pussy? Cause mind you, I always said this, my great grandmama was the one that told me as a young nigga, Only time you need a woman is to have sex. This is my great grandmama telling me this as a young nigga up until she died. She died no sooner than me and Shawty broke up. I'm hearing this from as far back as I can remember to the age of 20. My great grandmama is even on her deathbed still telling me, only time you need a woman is for some pussy. She like, I'm sure I done showed you how to take care of yourself without a woman. Only time you need a woman is for some pussy and to make a baby. And it was an old lady told me this shit for 20 years. So I'm taking that and I'm taking how my mama taught me how to deal with women. It's like, have your manners and open doors and all that right there. Like, all right, cool. There ain't no problem. Ain't no energy wasting on me opening the door. I'm going in the same building you going into my, I hold the door open for you just see what it look like from the back. I hold the door open for you. And more times than not, I get a thank you. I get a smile and shit like that. I don't know what these niggas be talking about with black women be frowning up at them and all that. I ain't saying it ain't never happened. It didn't happen. But more times than not, me and my son, we get the thank yous and the smiles and shit like that when we open doors for females. So I don't know where a lot of this shit be coming from with these niggas. But I'm taking everything that my mama and grandmama put in my head. I'm taking everything my mama told me about my daddy, how he was a PI, trying to put her on the blade while she was pregnant with me. You know what I'm saying? He want to be in California, Arizona. He want to put women on the blade and all that right there. Had very expensive taste. If that nigga had $100, he'll spend 99 on clothes. Stay gambling and shooting craps and getting stabbed and pew-pewed it because he trying to cheat niggas. And she's like, yeah, you move like your daddy. And my only response was like, how can I move like a nigga I don't know? I ain't never seen this nigga. I don't know. I ain't never seen how he moved in public. I don't know. And come to find out later that the reason outside of me not, going to school where I stayed at was another reason why I was going to school out there by my grandmama's house was the simple fact that all my family members on my daddy's side were going to these schools too. The barbershop me and my brother were going to was right there where he roamed it. So after the talking with my sisters and my brothers, they were like, my mama put me in position to hope I ran into my dad. She ain't never directly take me to him. She just hope I ran into him. I don't know what he looked like. So how I supposed to know when I do run into him? Only time I saw him was when I was 10. And at that point in time I saw him, it was just something like one of my cousins was going to the same summer camp me and my brother were going to. And I saw my mama talking to the nigga. And I asked her, who it is? That's your daddy. That's it. No, nothing else behind. That was your daddy, and she pulled off. No, hey, no, how you doing? No, this your son, all that type of shit, and whatever. So I'm taking everything my grandmama and my great grandmama and my mama told me, and I'm mixing all that shit together with all shit I done been through with women, putting all that shit together, and me looking at shit from the economic standpoint. Cause like I said, in high school, I was in being a professional of America. I know business. So I started putting all this shit together at 20. The whole mindset at 20. So now when I'm dealing with women from 20 to 25 before I get with my wife, I'm in relationships, but I'm in relationships like, we good until you stop doing what I asked you to do. And right now I'm not asking you to do much, but fuck. I ain't asking you for no relationship. That's why I sit there and say I ain't got no problem with baby mamas. I ain't got no problem with women with education, money. I ain't got no problem with a BB dud. I ain't got no problem with none of the women because for 5 years I'm knocking them all down. Cause all I want is pussy. Some of them probably wanted more, and I was told them the truth. Like, I don't see it. I don't see me doing more than what I'm doing now. We having fun. I don't see myself taking myself any more serious. I'm not trying to be stepdaddy with you when all I want to do is fuck. I ain't trying to buy no apartment, no house with you when I'm cool staying still at the house with my mama. I'm still at the house with my mom. I'm over my cousin's house, staying with them for a minute. I'm cool. I'm straight. I hop in my car when I fucking feel like and go where the fuck I want to go. I ain't got no restrictions. You call me on the phone talking about you want to get over with a nigga. Okay, cool. You got a spot? Or do we gotta go get a room? If we go get a room, nigga, I ain't spending the night. I got a hot 20, hot 30 for the room for an hour or two. I ain't trying to spend all night. You hungry? All right, cool. We go get some McDonald's, some Burger King. I wasn't in no position to try to be nobody's husband at 20, 21. My mind wasn't there. It's like, nah, I'm fucked up. No. I'd have been heartbroken, say what you want to say, but I'm like, now I'm looking at it like, shit, what do I want? I just want some pussy. I just want some pussy. I'm running around this motherfucking airport. I clean shit for a living. And yet I'm in every female face, where they push wheelchair, where they work at these restaurants, where they work at these ticket gates. I'm in every fucking female face. Talking about shit. Talking about shit. I get what the fuck I want to get. I get what I want to get. I'm using the females in the damn airport. At the gift shops. I'm getting what I want out of gift. That shit high the motherfucker in these gift shops. I run this motherfucker tell them woo 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 to talk a lot of shit. And then when I'm talking a lot of shit, I pick up something that I might want. Hey, let me get this right here. Go on, go on, go on. You can get it, you can get it. You can get it. Go need little McDonald's and Baskin Robbins and Lenny's, Corky's, like all this shit. All the food places. Talking about shit again. I man, go on, throw a nigga something to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga struggling, nigga doing this, nigga doing that. Like, whoa, just talking shit. Oh, here. Talking to the ticket agents. And I'm like, man, this me taking a step up at this point in time. I gotta talk to women that work for Northwest, Delta, American Airlines. These motherfuckers got on These motherfuckers got on the pins and shit, like wearing their little suits and shit like that. And I'm sitting up there talking shit. Like, I'm a whole fucking janitor. I'm finna talk to this bro. I wonder if she going or not. I see all these other niggas, the mechanics and shit like that. They run their mouth talking like, I know I ain't got the money. No, I ain't got the money. So let's hope my charm and my conversation get me in the door. I think out of all the little ticket agents that work for the airlines, I think I probably got up with one or two of them out of numerous. I'm like, some better than none. And the one that really liked the nigga, I didn't even like her like that. She stayed every time she saw me. She was like, man, I can take you out of town right now and bring you back for your shift over with. I'm like, man, I'm not finna risk it. I'm not finna. I actually like my job because it wasn't hard work. I actually like my job. They depended on me a whole lot, even though I was with the shit. I didn't do half the shit I was supposed to do, but because when they really needed a nigga to do some shit, I was like, I got you. I had a little leeway, but I wasn't use that much leeway. Like, she like, we can go to Minnesota right now. I'm like, Minnesota? What the fuck? I'm finna go to Minnesota. Yeah, you can be my plus one. I'm not finna go to fucking Minnesota while I'm on the clock. I'm relying on you to get me there and get me back before my shift over with. Are you crazy? I'm not putting my livelihood in your hands right now. You stupid. You's dumb. But yeah, I was trying shit and shit work. Try shit don't work. And I'm learning all the time. And like, if you got this, if you able to sell yourself, motherfuckers will buy. If you can give these female what they want, they'll buy. Maybe for the short term, maybe for the long term, but it is what it is. And when I'm in these relationships, I'm literally like, I'm getting what I want. Y'all want to harass me, talking about I'm jumping from female to female and shit like that. And I ain't got to the point. I'm like, y'all know I'm doing it. Y'all know I'm doing it. Y'all know how I'm getting down. So why is it a surprise to you that you in competition with other females? Why you trying to make me feel bad because I'm smashing you and smashing her? And y'all know I'm smashing both of y'all. Why y'all trying to make me feel bad? Did nobody tell y'all do this shit? And then want to argue with each other. Then look at me like you the problem. Like, no, I'm not the problem. You made a choice. I just played the card that was dealt. I just use my business sense like, hey, I want some ass. The barrier of entry is low. All I gotta do is take you to McDonald's and buy a room. I'm willing to do that. You wanna be called my girlfriend? Cool, I'll call you my girlfriend. I ain't doing a lot. I'm working, you working. I ain't paying your bills. I'm not paying for daycare. I'm not buying clothes. I'm not buying shoes and shit. Like, you got your own shit. I get up with you when I want to get up with you. Or you call me when you want to get up with me. But outside of that, I ain't paying no other female bills. I'm not paying daycare, babysitters. I'm not taking them shopping. None of that shit. Call me when you want to smash. I'm good with that. Call me when you want to get high. I'm good for that. Call me when you want to get drunk. I'm good for that. Ask me to pay a bill. I don't know. That's a hard one. I mean, your phone bill due. Well, mine do too. You need your hair done, huh? I need a haircut. I'm just saying. I want to get a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo too. I'm just saying. It's like you want some shit I want, and I guess what? I ain't finna sacrifice me for you when it's bullshit. When you want something, I want something. You want me to give up my shit so you can get it, and then like how I'm gonna get mine? Now I got to work twice as hard to get mine and yours. I'm not comfortable doing that. Not at that time. No, no. You hit me with all type of, oh, I gotta do this. Oh, sorry for you. Sorry for you. You gotta pay that. I don't. Sorry for you. I gotta pay mine too. You'll figure it out. You strong. You smart. You'll figure it out. Me, I gotta take care of my business. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta buy my clothes. I gotta keep myself looking a certain type of way too. I'm not gonna give up everything. I got to make sure you look certain type of way and your bills straight. And I'm gotta work twice harder to do both. And nah, I'm not comfortable. And it was what it was. Either like it or leave me alone. That's on you. And a lot of them liked it. They were toxic, they were chaotic and shit like that. But a lot of them was like, if I can't get nothing but dick about them and a blunt, they were cool with it. And I was cool with getting it. It wasn't until I got tired of it. It wasn't until I literally, before I got with my wife, I mastered this shit. I said, this shit is not that hard. If you know what level you on. Cause like I said, just me working at the airport, I have access to multiple women on multiple levels. And I was learning then, like one thing when I was in high school, I had access to certain girls. Still in the figuring out phase and all that type of what I really like. Cause I lost my virginity to a skinny chick, and I love thick women then. So I had to actually find out what type of women I like. I realized I'm not a face dude. I'm a body dude. I had to actually figure out what I liked. The first two girls I had got in with were both skinny. I like thick girls. And I lost my virginity, and the second chick was both skinny as hell. But I like thick chicks. They ain't gotta be all that pretty to me, as long as they got a fat ass and big titties. I'm cool. From the neck down, I'm cool. She ain't gotta be all that in the face. So between 20 and 25, I found out the perfect targets for me to get what I wanted. I knew they had to make they had to be in this class, act this way. First of all, they had to look this type of way. The body had to be there first. Then they had to have certain behavior traits that I was cool with. And at that point in time, I knew that the girl that's supposed to be all goody goody was just as bad as the ones that with the shit. And they let you know they with the shit. The ones that want to play the good girl role also is just as bad as the ones that's the natural born bad girls. So I'm already knowing that. So I don't take none of this shit for granted no more. Cause you can sit there and tell me you don't do nothing wrong, and I know you do something wrong. So I know what body type I want. The behavior pattern, like I'm dealing with chaotic, crazy chicks. I'm cool with that. Cause the good girls, they with the shit too. But I like chaos at this point in time. Thick, chaotic. Making roughly around that time between like $10 an hour. And how they make about $10. Anywhere like $10 or below. Minimum to $10 to minimum wage at that point in time. So I'm already knowing she thick, chaotic, make about the same amount of money I make. That's my weight class. That's my weight class. That what I was. That were my targets. Can't miss. Can't miss. Can't miss. So I'm already learning what to invest in as a man, and then like this is what I like. I like thick, chaotic. That make the same amount of money I make. I'm good with that. Thick and chaotic and make the same money I make. I'm good with that. And it got to the point to where I couldn't miss because I already knew what my target was. I'm like, this is what I know. I know I'm gonna get what I want out of these type of females. I know I'm gonna get what I want, and all I wanted at that point in time was some ass. Now, when I got to my wife, I was already like, I'm tired. I was tired. I was like, man, look, this shit got boring. Cause like I can't miss. Once I fine tuned my approach to what I wanted to approach, and I fine tuned it to where I couldn't miss, I get what I want. I got bored. Like ain't no challenge no more. There's no fight. There's no me trying to figure shit out. I already know. I'm already knowing. When I get with my wife, I'm like, this is a new challenge. This is something different. Because she wasn't carrying herself like the other females I was fucking with. Still had the same body type. But she wasn't chaotic. She was about making the same amount of money I was making. She wasn't chaotic. She was calm. She was cool. She was taking care of her business. She wasn't hostile. She wasn't running all in these different nigga faces and shit like that. There was a lot of niggas telling me, like, oh, I like her. I like her. I like her. And I was just looking like, all right, cool, bro. She all right. She straight. She thick. Whatever the case may be. Shoot your shot. And niggas would shoot they shot. And I remember one nigga told me he was going to shoot his shot. And I was like, all right, go ahead. He told me he went over her house, went over her grandmama's house. She was like, I wouldn't. She after I told her we talked about this shit. She was like, I wouldn't let this nigga come over my house. They ain't come over my grandmama's house where there's a lot of folks there, but he wasn't going to my house. So he go over her grandmama's house, and whatever happened. He come back telling me that she don't look the same outside of work clothes. And I'm like, do it that mean she look better or worse? And come to find out she don't dress up. Just by me being with my wife for 20 plus years, she don't dress up. She don't put on a lot of makeup. She ain't got on no dresses and heels and shit like that. She wear jeans and shirts. And I think that's what threw him off because she was when he saw her, she was in her work uniform, and then when he saw her outside of work, she was still wearing jeans and a t-shirt. He ain't like it, and I said, "Okay, if that's what's gonna stop you from hollering at her. Then okay, whatever." But when I got with it, it was a challenge. It was something different because I'm used to chaotic females. I was used to the bullshit, and she wasn't the bullshit. Not at first. I was cool with it. We got together and we was on a lot of we had the same length. We was on the same wavelength and the shit like that. And when I realized I was still in my chaotic ways was that when we had little issues and I ain't know how to resolve them. And because I ain't know how to resolve them, because this was a challenge, there was something different that I was dealing with, and I ain't know how to act with this lady. When we got into it, I go backwards. I go back into my bullshit to where I just go holler at another female. I just go smash another female. I come back, but I'm finna go take my frustration out on this other female sexually. And then I come back, not knowing I'm fucking up too though. So again, all this whole mindset, it took a lot to come up with this shit. For me to actually look at women like I look at women now and what I'm trying to help niggas do now. Cause see, what I've been saying for a minute now is like people like to gamble. People like to run into a motherfucker blind. They don't need no strategy, they don't need no research, none of that type of shit. They just see what they see and they see what they like. And they willing to put all their money into this one pot because they like how this girl look, they like how this dude look. And they're willing to put everything they got into this one particular person and hoping that they get the maximum payout. Some people try to put in little or nothing and try to get a maximum payout. And some people put everything they got trying to get a maximum payout. In some cases it works, but in most cases it don't work. In some cases it works, and in most cases it don't work. Have you ever sat there and just thought, like I said, just think about the I saw on the news not too long ago. It's $1 billion jackpot right now. $1 billion. And it got up to B-I, not million, $1 billion. You take the lump sum right now, you're gonna get half a billion, 500 million, a little bit of 500 million, a little bit more, but at least half, at least 500 million. That's what if you take the lump sum, and then with taxes, I think they said the tax is gonna be down to two something. So you might come away with about $300 million if you win the lottery right now. 300 million if you take the lump sum. And niggas lining up to place them fucking numbers. Motherfuckers lining up to place them fucking numbers just for the opportunity to win $300 million. And in some people cases, they'll never see $300 million again in their life. Some motherfuckers will never see 300,000. And somebody right now can't even get $300. And it don't cost them much to place the numbers. Trying to get something for nothing. It don't cost that much to get half of 300 million. It don't cost that much if you just, spend whatever. I don't know. I quit gambling a long time ago. But whatever it costs to place the numbers, your 5, your 7, whatever numbers you picking, to get $300 million, yeah, it ain't shit. It ain't shit. Just like going to the casino and putting $1 in the slot machine. It ain't shit. It ain't nothing. Until you don't win. It ain't nothing to go get the scratch off. $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever scratch off you pick. It ain't nothing until you lose. It ain't shit for you to spend whatever you spend in gambling until you lose. What going on? What going on? Shit, my wife just told me not too long ago. We did a little cookout yesterday, whatever the case may be. And everybody responsible for something. And her brother was responsible for bringing the aluminum trays or whatever the case may to put the meat in and shit like that. And everybody was telling him, like, nigga, you can go Dollar Tree. It ain't nothing but $1 a piece. You can go Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, whatever. You can go get them junk for little or nothing, right? This nigga just sat here and told my wife last night, after the whole hour to get together and shit like that, he didn't bring them. The nigga didn't bring them because he didn't have the money to buy them. Now, mind you, they don't cost that much. Come on.
I'm finna leave.
Okay.
Gotta go to work early.
Why you gotta go to work early?
Cause Amber ain't there.
They gonna make you manager in a minute, ain't
Nah.
they? What time you get up, bless you?
5.
You coming home or you going to your baby mama house?
Stop it. Oh, no.
I don't just want you want to say her name out loud. Your girlfriend house.
Yeah.
So you gonna leave, get up and go over there?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Mama asked me to pay for somebody to come look at the refrigerator. She said she wanted me to pay some of it, but depending on how much it is, I might just pay for the other thing.
So what? She already?
She said she gonna let me know. So
Okay.
we talked about it yesterday.
Oh, well, that's between you and your mama. I was finna go buy a whole nother refrigerator. All right. But anyway, like I was saying, her brother literally was like he didn't buy them because he didn't have the money. Now, mind you, these pans ain't nothing but $1 a piece. How you ain't got the money? Come to find out, the nigga took his whole paycheck and gambled it. Took his whole paycheck. I don't know how much he making. I don't know how much he making. I just know he took the whole check and lost it. Gambling. To the point he couldn't even buy aluminum pans for $1. And he expect folks not to look at him sideways. It's like, bruh, you have a gambling problem. That's why you have some of the issues you have now in life is you have a gambling problem that you don't want to fix. But you want us to feel sorry for you when you shit on your ass, when you have no money. I'm supposed to feel sorry for you when you making the conscious decision to gamble your whole paycheck and don't win. I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. And I'm gonna sit there and ask you, bruh, what possessed you to put all your fucking money into the crap house? Not the casino, the crap house. What possessed you to place all your money in the crap house and come away broke to the point you can't even buy $1 aluminum pans for the barbecue that you said you was gonna buy anyway? Just that by itself is what I be talking about with niggas. You're willing to gamble all your masculinity, all your capital, because you feel like I'm gonna come up if I gamble. I'm gonna come up somehow, some way. Gonna gamble. And if I lose, don't blame me. Don't blame me for putting all my money on black. Don't blame me for putting all my money on the table, on the floor, and roll a 12 or a 2 on the first roll. Don't blame me at the blackjack table. I don't know how to split them. And I bust. Don't blame me when I'm putting my money on a dog that got this stupid ass name at 30 to 1 odds. Don't blame me for gambling. Don't blame me for spending all my money at the gas station on scratch offs and I don't come up. Don't blame me. I'm not at fault for me gambling. Blame the system that I put my money in. So the same way niggas with gambling problem, they give you a phone number when you got gambling problems. If you're addicted to gambling, they give you a phone number. So the same way motherfuckers don't want to be blamed for their gambling problems in real life when it come down to money, is the same thing I hear online is don't blame me because I gambled on this female. I'm not the reason I fucked up. They're the reason I fucked up. And I sit back and say, no. You over pursued, you overshot, you put too much into this pot, and you wasn't gonna get shit out of it. You did too much and didn't get nothing out of it. You did too much and didn't get nothing out of it. Because again, this is a seller's market. And I've said this the last couple of lives. It's like, show me a time in history of man where women have never been on the market. You can go far back into ancient times, kingdoms and shit like that, farmers and whatever the case may be. Name me a point in time when women never been on the market. They never went to the highest bidder. Name me a point in time. They always been on that type of shit. And it always been known they was on that type of shit. And in some cases it work, and in some cases it don't work. But they known, this ain't new. Transactional always been around. However you want to look at it. Whether you trying to merge empires or whether you trying to put a chick on the blade, it's always been transactional. So why y'all fussing now? Why y'all fussing now? See, in my mind, and what I be saying is, Liz, right here, is like, if you looking at social media for the women you're supposed to be trying to get, you saying one thing, this is what you want, and this is what's available. And I'm like, if you stop looking at social media, then you'll realize it's more than just what you see on social media available. But what about the dating apps? Again, niggas be on the dating apps more than the women with at least success than the women. You on these apps more than the women are. You swiping more than the women are. Are you really looking for quality or are you looking for quantity? What are you looking for? To where you're frustrated. Now, if your intentions are genuine, you really trying to find the one, you trying to find the next, whatever your last name is, fine, cool. And you on these dating apps and you on social media and you can't find the one and you really want that one, I feel you. I feel you. But I say this over and over again, is that you looking for the one is more, you looking for the one right now. You're not looking for the one. You looking for the one right now. You're looking for the one right now. You're not looking for the one forever. You're looking for the one right now. So what you do is you see somebody you like physically. You like how she look. You like how she shaped. You like her skin tone, whatever the case may be. On Instagram, on TikTok, on X. And what happens is you and other motherfuckers sit up there and pump up the value of said female based off her looks. Attention to drug. Cut the game on right fast and seeking But yeah, attention to drug. So what y'all do is y'all get up and y'all start putting all this attention on Shawty, giving her more attention than what she were because of how she looked and all that good shit right there. What going on? And then now, y'all inflated the ego, y'all inflated the market with this one particular female because y'all like how she look. Y'all like how she look. Y'all like how she shaped. Y'all like whatever y'all liked about Shawty. And don't know nothing else about it, but what she put in her bios, what she say in her inspirational videos or whatever the case may be. You see her going to the gym after the fact. She done went and already had the BBL. But she ended up talking about look at what dedication and did, but before you went to the DR to get the BBL, I didn't see you in no gym. I probably saw you in a lot of restaurants, but I ain't never see you in no gym. Now that you done went and got your surgery, you in the gym every day. Okay, cool. So y'all done boosted these female head up to the point to where they just do whatever. I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't never do it. I still do it. I tell y'all all the motherfucking time. I go through my social media. You gonna see different races shaped the same. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, African, you name it. If she got a fat ass and titties, she probably in my algorithm. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I like what I like too. And that's why I say a lot of times it's like shit, if I'm solo right now and I know what I want, nigga, I wouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem. I'm like, well shit. If this what it's going for, okay. I know what I want. I know what I want. I wouldn't have a problem. I've been running through them. I ain't trying to get married no more. I done had my kids. I ain't trying to do shit but enjoy myself now if I'm solo. So again, what y'all did is y'all done pumped up these females, like attention to drugs, and they high. And then they high enough to sit there and say, well, shit, if you like me, how much you willing to spend on me? Now again, I done said this over and over again. Relationships always been transactional in some shape, form, or fashion. Always been transactional. And as a youngin, I learned just by dealing with girlfriends, I ain't have the money to blow on a relation. I didn't have the money to blow on me and her, but I had money to blow on me. So even though I didn't blow money on my girlfriends, I blew time. I blew energy. I gave them attention. I ain't had to spend no money. Mind you, I'm 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. I ain't got no money like that. I get hustle money. I might get money for selling some flicks. I might get money for selling joysticks and games and shit like that. I might get some dollars here and there because I, help motherfuckers on tests and homework and shit like that. I might got some money for breaking in somebody's house. I got money, but I ain't have enough money to spread between me and my girlfriends. I didn't have nothing but the energy and the time and the attention. I invested that into them. But at the same motherfucking time, when I did get some money and I had the itch, I had to go get some. And none of my girlfriends wanted to give me none at that point in time for whatever reason. None of the little random chicks that's in my neighborhood outside when I want some, guess what I would do? I'll take whatever resources I got around the corner to this club and spend that money. Just so I can get some pussy. It's always been transactional in some shape, form, or fashion. Always been transactional. Always been transactional. I said this before. My mama loved black and white movies. I watched a lot of them with her when I was growing up. Watched a lot of them. Even in the black and white movies, and they were white folks. I ain't see too many. I ain't see too many black people entertaining this notion. But I seen plenty of white people, plenty of white men chasing behind the same woman, knowing she got multiple suitors. I done seen it where the broke man didn't get the chick because he was broke, and the rich man got it. And then when she get with the rich man treated her like shit. She realized the broke man was the one she really been with. Seen that a lot of times on these movies. Seen that a lot of times on these movies. Whatever scenario y'all done seen now in 2025, I seen them back in the 80s and 90s watching movies with my mom. Watching black and white movies from the 30s and the 40s. This shit always been going on. This shit ain't new. This shit always been going on. This shit always been going on. Always been transactional. Always been transactional. So why y'all complaining that? Is they ain't holding up their end of the bargain. Well, again, my guy, if all you doing is fucking around with female that's on social media and they teen in the 18, 21, 25, 35, if they still on social media showing their ass and titties, talking about this is what father look like, all the little trends and shit right there, just so they can still get attention and shit like that, I'ma look at you and say, why are you still buying that type of shit? And I'ma look at them and like, ain't you got another way to sell your product? If you saying what you want on both ends. If you want quality women, why are you only going out the ones you see on social media? Why is it you want quality women and the only ones you go after the ones you see on social media every day? The one that's in your algorithm. All you gotta do is like one female one time, and the algorithm shows you multiple females that fit the description of the one you liked at first. And you wonder why your algorithm got nothing but twerking and titties all on your. You picked it. You liked it. They pushed it. Why else you looking? Why else that every time you go on social media you see the same females over and over again? Cause you like one, you gave one a little heart, a little thumbs up, whatever the case may be. And now the algorithm know this what you like, so we gonna keep pushing this shit to your algorithm for you to keep looking. Think about what motherfucker on YouTube what they say. Like this shit so you can put me in the algorithm. Algorithms. So again, if you was a content creator, whatever the case may be, you push out content, you want people to like your shit so you can be in the algorithm. So again, it works the other way. If you constantly liking somebody's shit, it's gonna be in your algorithm, and now you want to complain because you put something in your algorithm. You literally the reason why you look at the same ratchet females over and over again because you like ratchet. You like ratchet. You like how ratchet look. You like how ratchet talk. You like how ratchet get down. You like how ratchet operates. Because if you didn't, how you end up in your algorithm? If you didn't like ratchet, how did it end up in your algorithm? You can say it for research. Okay, cool. I give you that one. Say it for research. I give you that one. But is that the only woman you researching? You ain't never got nothing good to say about any other woman? Is this your narrative you want to push that all women act like this? Or is just so you can have these simp niggas and complaining ass niggas to talk about? This all that's available. Nah, buddy. Nah, buddy. That ain't all that's available. That's all that social media is gonna tell you that's available. That's all that your content creator that you love and cherish so much is gonna tell you that's available. Grift all the way around the board. Business all the way around the board. Cause the social media, you can look at this shit all motherfucking day, and guess what? All them females you like got link in bio to something where they gonna profit off your attention. The attention is one part of it. You putting the heart button or whatever, the thumbs up button, that's only one part of the attention. They got you hooked. They know you like it. Now they gonna send you, they gonna redirect you into the sales part of it, the OnlyFans, and all that type of shit right there where they selling the content. Think about it. Why you think OnlyFans is $1 billion business? Why you think the adult industry is $1 billion business? Who paying for it? Who creating it? Who created it? Who paying for it? Who created it? The women didn't create the industry. Men created the industry for men to pay in the industry. Who created Instagram? Who created TikTok? Who created X? Who created the majority of these social media platforms you on? And gave women the opportunity to show off their goods and redirect you to a sales team to pay for the goods. Pimp C told you, pimping ain't dead, it just went to the internet. Pimp C said this a long time ago, God rest the dead. But Pimp C told y'all this a long time ago, pimping ain't dead, it just went to the internet. It's still transactional. You still want this. You still want this chick in some shape, form, or fashion. You might not be able to touch her physically, but just to have a video or a picture of her is just enough for you to get through your nights. And you gonna pay for it. And then after you pay for it, then you're gonna complain about how much you paid for because Playing with them socks and jergens ain't the same as playing with that real thing. But you already done fucked up because you paying for something that you can't even touch. You just paying for a visual. You just probably paying for a FaceTime or Skype. You playing you for a custom video. You're paying for that type of shit. And then you getting mad when you can't get none for real. And I'm like, well, bro, guess what? Look at what you're paying for. Look at what you're doing. You're literally paying for your deviant behavior. You're literally paying for pussy. And then you want the pussy to give you wifey benefits when she's not required to give you wifey benefits because you already spending money on the box. That's what you wanted. That's what you pumped up. That's what you paid for. And now you're getting what you paid for and you want more. What's old boy name? The passport bro that just got in trouble? Jay Rillo, I guess that's his name. Again, you got what you wanted at the price that Shouty agreed on. You got what you wanted at the price Shouty agreed on. Where did you mess up at, my guy? You wanted more added on to the price she already agreed on. And when she said, okay, you want to do X, Y, Z, that's going to be extra. And bruh spazzed the fuck out. Because Shouty told him to put extra for the add-ons. I got YouTube TV. All my streaming services are paid streaming services. I got YouTube TV. I could have stayed with the base plan for YouTube TV and been perfectly fine paying that price for the base YouTube TV. But me and my son and my daughter and my wife, we like watching movies. We like watching shows that ain't on Netflix or Hulu or Paramount. We like watching BMF and Power and shit like that don't come on regular TV channels. So I have to pay for it if I want to watch it. Or leave that shit alone. I'm cool with the base. I'm entertained with the base. But how did that let me calling YouTube TV and telling them I want Max and Stars and these channels and this, that, and the third, and I don't want to pay for them? I want them, I don't want to pay for them. Then I'm going to argue with them all fucking day about I want extra, I want add-ons to my subscription, but I don't want to pay for the add-ons. I'm going to say they wrong for not giving me the add-ons that I don't want to pay for, but I want them. That's the same shit. It's the same shit. You get one thing that you willing to pay for, you cool with that, and then once you pay for it, you want extra shit to be added on for nothing, for no charge. And then when they sit there and tell you no, it's gonna cost a little bit more for the extra shit you want to do, how can you spaz out? How can you have a fucking temper tantrum? If they telling you it's gonna cost you extra for the add-on features. A lot of you niggas just want pussy. Cool. A lot of females giving it away. Cool. What happens is, and this on both ends, what happened with you guys is this right here. You'll fall in love with it and expect for the features to kick in because you cuffing her. And then when the features don't kick in, you have a problem saying, I'm overspending on the base model. I'm overspending on the base model when what you paid for was this one particular part of the woman, and you getting this one particular part of the woman, it because you cuffing her and you staying with her a little bit longer, you expect her to start giving you extras. And when she ain't giving you the extras, now you want to sit there and say something wrong with her because she won't give me the extras. But again, you didn't pay for the extras. You didn't pay for the extras. And it ain't just money. It ain't just money. When we talking about resources, you won't pay for the extras. You don't want to have the conversations. You don't want to spend a little time. You don't want to do the little extra shit and all that type of shit right there. But you want the pussy and you want the wifey benefits. But you don't want to give her shit else to get the other shit. And feel like because you might have bought her some one good time, you give her some dick every so often, whatever the case may be, that should be enough for the wifey benefits. And when they tell you it's not enough, I'm not finna go further than what I'm already doing. I agree. Don't go over what you're willing to do, but you also can't complain when you're not getting what you don't want to pay for. You can't complain if you're not getting what you want when you're paying for what you want. Because if you really want the quality wifey material type of woman, you're going to give up more than what you're giving up to the woman that just requires some attention and a hard dick. You're going to give up more for the woman that's worth more. The woman that's at the bottom of the totem pole only going to require the bare necessities. The woman that's at the top that doing some things that actually worth something, they're gonna tell you you need more than the bare necessities to get over here. Y'all got to where all of them need to act the same motherfucking way. All of them need to act the same way. That's not finna happen. That's not finna happen. You can't invest little or nothing into any stock, any business. You can't just invest little and expect for it to hurry up and pay out. Especially if you ain't putting no work into it. Especially if you ain't putting no work into it. You just expect for it to pay big dividends, a big return on investment when you really, because you just put something in and like it supposed to cash out, supposed to put me straight. No, that's not how that shit work. That's business. So the same thing with these relationships, nigga. You want to put in the bare necessities and expect for this woman to bend over backwards and give you everything that your heart desires. In some cases, it works. Some women would actually do it. A lot of times they ain't. A lot of times it ain't. It's a small minority of females that's gonna take the bare necessities and be cool with the bare necessities, the bare minimums, and give you whatever the fuck you want in return. Small percentage, small minority. It ain't a lot of them. But the way y'all want the game to be is that all of them should take the bare necessities. And again, I'm not just talking about money. That money is a different thing. You got some nigga making 50, you got some nigga making 500. The money's only one part of it. Money's only one part of the equation. And I done said this for years. Like, I'm not a rich nigga. I never been a 6 figure a year nigga. I'm good though. I never been a 6 figure a year nigga, but I'm good. As far as my relationship, as far as my relationship, I'm good. And never had 6 figures a year. So again, the numbers is the numbers. If she says she want a 6 figure nigga, all right, cool, let her be. Don't try to browbeat her and saying she overextending, she her standards too high, shit like that. That's what she believes she worth. Then who am I to tell her she wrong? I'm just gonna tell her, all right, that's what you worth. Cool. But when you can't find what you looking for, just know you priced yourself out. Which goes to the other side of the equation. Is that niggas wanna give nothing for something. Some of y'all women. Some of y'all women done put a premium on some shit that ain't worth what you're putting the premium on. Some of y'all putting a tag on some shit that ain't worth that. Some of y'all want to sit there and say, like I said, when I came up with $40, $50, get a little cut. You feel what I'm saying? It was $40, $50. Now it's 400, 500, and I'm like, what I'm getting? What I'm getting? For how long? 500. For real? Okay, cool. That sounds cool. But again, what am I getting? Beside a nut for $500? What all comes with this $500? What all comes with me taking you to Ruth Chris on the first date? What all come with me paying your light bill on the first time I come over your house? What comes with all this type of shit that I gotta go through all this type? What all I'm getting? Don't sit up here and tell me, oh, it's to show that you a provider and shit like that. No, I'm not finna bust my motherfucking head on the first date. I'm not finna dig into my motherfucking pockets and pay no fucking bills and I just met you. I'm not finna go and pay for no babysitter so I can get to know you better. I'm not finna take you to no restaurant and have to buy 4, 5 more plates to take home to your, like, no, 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 no. I don't have to do all that dumb ass shit. And if you asking me to do all that dumb shit to prove myself as a nigga, I'd rather be a bitch in your ass then. I'd rather be a broken dusty in your motherfucking eye. Call me what the fuck you wanna call me. Shout it. I don't give two fucks. I don't care. You're not finna try to make me feel some type of way. You're not finna gas me up. You're not finna try to insult me just to prove a point to who? You? For some shit that I know ain't that motherfucking much. I know it ain't that motherfucking much. You ain't been to Rude Chris. You ain't went nowhere nice. You ain't been nowhere nice. You ain't got no nice shit. And then you get hold of a nigga and expect for him to give you the motherfucking world. When you already done trying to take, you already ain't doing shit for your motherfucking self. And then you want me, a nigga to come in and do all the shit you can't do? Just to prove what? That he like you? Or you create a fucking lifestyle for your motherfucking self that you can't afford, and now a nigga gotta come in and pay your motherfucking bills or don't talk to you. Well, didn't nobody tell you create that fucking lifestyle that you couldn't afford? Again, I seen my wife cousin do that type of shit. You want to be in a part of Mississippi that you paying so much for your fucking rent. You want to drive a Mercedes Benz and all that type of shit, but you never got no gas for your car, and your apartment ain't got nothing in it but a bed. You ain't got nothing in the refrigerator. Cause you want to have a certain lifestyle and you want to tags and tags and tags across everything, and you broke. And now you want a nigga to come in and pay for the shit you can't pay for your goddamn self. Yeah. A lot of you motherfuckers in the same boat. Y'all paying y'all overpricing shit and then asking the nigga to pay for the overage. No, no, can't do that. Can't do that. And this all I'm getting. I ain't getting nothing else. I ain't getting no home cooked meals. I ain't getting no cleaning. I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting nothing but pussy. And you got this motherfucker price so motherfucking high just so I can get some head. And if I don't pay the price, you broke. I'm like, no, cause again, if that's all I want, I can get it for cheaper. If that's all I really want, I could get it for cheaper. See, again, because of how you look, and because so many niggas done told you were fine and did that and the third, because so many motherfuckers gas your goddamn head up, you feel like you can charge a nigga what you want to charge a nigga. I remember a situation some years ago. I was in the warehouse and I'm shooting at the bitch. And one of my and we conversating and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, talking about shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to fill out or whatever the case may be. Talking about shit. An older nigga come behind me. He get down on Shouter. He end up getting with Shouter. And he tell me like, nigga, you ain't had no money to get him. I'm like, you right. I wasn't finna spend no money up front. Now, if she would have sat there and told me if this was on the menu, if you want to buy, you can buy it, then maybe I would have thought about it. Because she was bad, little young, junk, thick. She was bad. I'm like, all right, if you would have said it's available for sale, I might have thought about it. I probably still wasn't purchased. But at least it would have crossed my mind. Like, if you just gonna give me this, I'll give you X, Y, Z. All right, cool. We never had no conversations. So the older nigga come behind me, give the motherfucker some money. He get the flossing in my face, talking about, yeah. You couldn't get her no way because you ain't had no money. I was like, all right, bro, you right. You was absolutely correct. I wasn't finna spend no paper. You got it. So no sooner did he get the check, couple days later, well, about a week or two, no less than a month, he get to complaining about Shout. And I'm looking like, nigga, what you complaining for? Then you get her. Yeah, I got her, but she ain't wanna, cause what he wanna do, he wanna put her out there on the blade. I'm like, okay, so I'm flirting with Shawty. I'm shooting my little shots at Shawty. Just see if she gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. If she was going, she was going. If she wasn't going, she wasn't going. Nothing major. You literally went out your way and put money in the female pocket. Okay, cool. Ain't the first time I done seen it happen. I ain't gonna argue with you. But you ain't put money in her pocket so you can smash. You put money in her pocket so you can put her on the blade. And you mad because Shawty didn't want to sell her box to niggas and give you a piece of the profits. So now my conversation with bruh totally different now. Like, oh, so your dumb ass, instead of getting her to invest in you, instead of you using your pimp mentality to get her to invest in you, you gonna spend money on her and hope she'll sell the shit for you. And when she didn't do it, you mad at who? We were cool if it was just for you. I ain't have a problem if it was just for you. You spend money to get your dick wet. Go ahead, my guy. You ain't the first. You ain't the last. It ain't gonna bother me. I wasn't finna do it. No, no, no. You went in, you put money in her pocket in hopes that she would sell it to other niggas and give you a piece of the proceeds. And when she said no, you mad at her. I'm like, I could have told you, my guy, the old nigga. I could have told you just out my conversations with her, she ain't that type of 304. Now, she got plenty of niggas in her motherfucking face. I'm one of them. I'm in her face too. Plenty niggas in her motherfucking face, but all us niggas is sitting there like, I ain't going above and beyond this. She ain't talking about doing nothing. She love the conversation. She love all the niggas in her motherfucking face. But ain't no nigga smashing. I'm getting confirmation from every nigga that I'm cool with at the job at the point in time. We all shooting our shots at this little joint. And all these niggas saying she's me and we just having the same conversation amongst each other. Hey, I'm shooting my shots. She acting like she ain't going. She acting like I gotta do this and gotta do that. And I'm like with the rest of these niggas like, sound good. Sound good, but I ain't rushing. Sound good, but I ain't rushing. You want a minute I talk to with this motherfucker. It sound real good, but I ain't in no rush to take you out. I ain't in no rush to do this and I'm like, no, I ain't rushing. I ain't that desperate. I ain't that desperate. I just want to smash. I ain't gotta do all that to smash. I ain't gotta do all that to get no ass out of you. I don't have to. I don't have to. So this me and all the other niggas that been shooting their shots that shouted, we saying the same thing like, she straight and all, but I ain't finna do all that. When all I wanna do is hit. That's the consensus about the niggas I'm fucking with at this job. This little old nigga come in and you done roll the price of the pussy. You come in and roll the price of the pussy just so you can get her out of our face. All the niggas that sitting up there running our motherfucking mouth, talking our shit, woo, woo, woo. We shooting out, we playing. We playing. We trying to get her to say something that like, all right, cool. That's what it's on. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, cool. We ain't putting no money out there. We ain't talking about taking her to no 5-star. We ain't talking about we ain't talking about none of that shit. We just simply flirting, talking shit, see how far she'll go. Your old ass come along, and because you see all these niggas in her face, she smiling and shit like that, your old ass come along and gonna raise the price of the pussy. So now she looking at me and all these other niggas like, if you ain't did this, I don't want to holler at you. Okay, cool. Say less. Bet. I ain't never got to say 2 more words to your motherfucking ass. You got it. He just put that money in your motherfucking pocket. You got it. Say less. You run around talking about that nigga done put this, that, and the third in your motherfucking pocket. Have fun. Have at it. I ain't gonna. Just for the nigga to turn around and sit there and say, I wasted my money. How you waste your money? You ain't fucker? Nah. Hold up. You spend this much money on shouting and you ain't smell the pussy? Nah. What the fuck you giving out that money for? I thought she was gonna go out there and sell it. For who? I thought, I was gonna motivate her to sell it so I can get some of that money off her. I'm like, nigga, I could have told you she ain't that type of hoe. I could have told she wasn't selling that motherfucker to no niggas. I could have told you that shit. You did exactly what she wanted you to do. You paid for it. She wasn't the type that was just gonna fuck everybody. Cause again, I'm having a consensus with multiple niggas at this job. I said it not too long ago. It was a list of niggas in this particular department. They wrote our names on a piece of paper held in the supervisor's office. If you see this nigga run through this department, run his ass up out of there. Cause he don't do nothing but hold up productivity. He make all these females stop working because he be running their motherfucking mouth. He be flirting. He be doing all that type of shit. I'm at the very top of the list. And the only reason I'm at the very top because my department was right next door to this department. I had easy access. It wasn't shit for me to go through through their department where they working it. Cause my department, nah, my bad, it wasn't right. It was downstairs. My department was downstairs from their department. It wasn't shit for me to get on the elevator, walk up them stairs to their department and walk through that motherfucker. And it's majority of women, 85-15 women. 85-15 women. The supervisors, the workers, majority of the women up there. I love women. I'm up there every motherfucking day. They would literally run my ass out that motherfucking department. They were like, every time you come up here, these motherfuckers act like they don't know how to work. I was like, have you seen the niggas that's around them? This just me on my shit now. I'm like, you see these niggas? I'm like, these niggas ain't me. I come up here talking shit, cussing they motherfucking ass out, talking all type of stupid ass shit, and y'all niggas up here cupcaking. Y'all niggas up here cupcaking. I'll go get my niggas out my department that I fuck with and tell them, come on, I got you. Let's go upstairs. We'll go upstairs. We'll go into your department. Y'all have free reign to these females more than I do. And when me and my niggas would come up there, we shut that motherfucker down. We'll shut this motherfucker down. They will ask us to come up there to work. Cause we ain't got shit to do in that part. We'll come up there and we shut that motherfucker down. We doing the work. And I would sit there and tell them, man, set my shit up right in front of these females. So when I get tired of working, I just go over there and run to one of these motherfucking tables and start talking about shit. I'm on a list of men that can't go in this department for no longer than 5 minutes. Anything over 5 minutes, run his ass up out of there because they ain't doing no work. They ain't doing no work. He up there, he fucking when he talking too much shit. They ain't working, they ain't doing nothing because he up there entertaining their ass. I'm on the list. Your old ass come in and give this motherfucker more money than a little bit. Not to fuck her. I would have understood perfectly if it was just to get some ass. No. You put money in her pocket so she could sell it to other niggas. And I'm sitting here like, bruh, and you gonna blame her for your dumb ass. I could have told she wasn't going like that. If it was just strictly on you fucking her, you would have got it. You trying to put her out there on the blade. I'm like, she ain't that hoe. She ain't that hoe. She probably gave you something because you spent the money on her. I guarantee that shit. You actually one of the nigga that spent money on her. I give you that. She probably gave it to you for the simple fact you bought it. I said, but you bought it and then wanted to sell it to other niggas. I was like, she wasn't going. And you mad at her because she wanted to sell it to other niggas. I said, that's your dumb ass. All because you felt like I'm just gonna throw money in her motherfucking face so these other niggas couldn't get her. Have at it. Have at it. It was a lot of situations at my job at this warehouse. It was a lot of, and I put years in this motherfucker. It was a lot of situations at this job. Well, I'm looking at these niggas. I'm married. I'm not, like I said, I'm transparent as a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about telling motherfucker my flaws and I done did shit wrong. I don't give a fuck. I'm a married nigga like a lot of these married niggas up in this motherfucker. There's plenty of women around this bitch. I love women. I love running my motherfucking mouth. I love talking that shit. And I'm hearing story after story. These niggas, man, cupcaking these work holes. I'm sitting here like, bruh, You got a whole wife at your motherfucking house. And you gonna tell motherfuckers around this job, don't talk to this junk right here because you talking to her. I'm like, nigga, are you stupid? And come to find out you paying for car notes, you helping her with her daycare, you're paying for her rent. That's that's why you don't want nigga talking to this broad right there. Oh, okay, cause you spending money. You just ain't fucking her. Oh no, nah. You ain't just getting you a little side pussy. Oh no, nah. You literally paying bills at this junk house. And then a married nigga like me, I come through doing my damn thing. I'm like, man, I ain't go. Oh, you ain't gonna spend no money on me? No, 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 no. I seen you on social media. I seen you take your wife here. Yes, you are absolutely correct. I took my wife there. I'm trying to see, can you take me there? No. Damn, it's like no. I don't give a fuck how cute you is. I don't give a fuck how thick you is. The else is no. Oh, you just a broke nigga. Call me what you want to call me. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. Call me what you want to call me. No. Because outside of pussy and mouth, what the fuck you going to give me? For me to do for you that I do for my wife. What is it? What you got? Oh, I'm going to suck your dick in like... Nigga, my wife lay in the bed with me. If she ain't on her woman thing, she in the bed naked. She been doing it for 20 years. What makes you think I can't roll over with a hard dick and get some pussy from my wife? What makes you think I can't get no head from my wife that lay in the bed next to me every night for the past 20 motherfucking years with no clothes on? Shout it. What possessed you to think I'm finna go bankrupt on your ass for some shit I get at home? Please break it down to me. What else you got? Now, it been a couple of situations, like I said, it been a couple of situations that a female that met this job, I'm talking about, I had one of the thickest motherfuckers in this motherfucking job telling me, whenever you leave your motherfucking wife, you my nigga. She would say that in front of anybody. See, I like him. I like me and her got to rapping. She ain't want to be no side hoe. I can't make her be my side hoe. I can't make her be my side bitch. She said, I been there, done that, I don't want to do it no more. She like, next time I get up with a nigga, I gotta be the number one. I can't argue with her. I can't argue with her. She don't want to be no side hoe. I can't make her my side hoe. But I wasn't finna leave my wife for her either, though. We had a mutual understanding. She liked me, I liked her, but we wasn't going no further. I left my wife. Whenever I did that, she was like, nigga, whenever you leave your wife, I got you. Whatever. Whatever. And I'm talking about this motherfucker. If I tell her I need a couple dollars, she got me. If I tell her to bring me some food, she got me. If I tell her to go do something for me, she got me. And she'll come back. I don't know why I'm doing all this damn for you. And your ass ain't finna leave your wife. And your ass ain't doing it. I say, cause I'm a real nigga. Cause I'm a real nigga. All the comments say to me, you done had old time. Like, you know I ain't no fake nigga. You know I ain't with the shit. You know I'm gonna keep it 100 with your motherfucking ass. Yeah, I know that. Then all these other broad be in your motherfucking face. Oh, they got me fucked up. I'm like, we ain't even on that type of time for you to be throwing your temper tantrums and talking about you gonna beat the other bitches up and shit like that. And you know what you be doing? I'm like, I do what I do anyway. I like talking to females. You knew that when you started messing with me. You knew that when you told my female friend you like my tattoos. You told one of my little female partners you did me because of tattoos. Like, you on the female that like my tattoos? No. And I ain't got a lot. You like them. Okay, you ain't on the female that said something about my tattoo. You ain't on the female that seen my wife name tattooed on my arm. Yes, my wife name tattooed on my arm. Broad day. And her zodiac sign tattooed on me. I don't give a fuck. I love my wife. My wife got my name wrapped around her fucking ankle with a heart lock. And my name wrapped around the ankle. Yes, she got that on her ankle. Like, yeah, this nigga got me, got me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You talking goddamn cash shit. I'm like, all right, you don't want to be the sad hoe, but you gonna tell me not to talk to other women. If I ask you to do something, you jump out the window for me, then complain about jumping out the window. Stop doing that dumbass shit. I'm gonna keep asking because you keep doing the shit. You in your feelings because of what? Because I'm talking to other female. I'm like, nigga, you don't want to be on that type of time with me. And I said, okay, cool. But you ain't finna tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong at what I'm doing. You don't want to be part of the. You don't want to be part of my bullshit. I'm not finna make you be part of my bullshit. But don't tell me I ain't supposed to talk to other women. Cause you want to bring me some shit you cook. Okay, I'ma eat that shit too. You want to put me onto some shit that give me some money. All right, I'm gonna listen. You got some good dope you just bought. You want me to smoke it with you? I'm gonna smoke that shit with your motherfucking ass. You gonna sit up here and tell me all your little feelings and shit like I'm listening. I'm listening. Anytime you tell me I want to fuck you and fuck with you, and I'm like, okay. But then you'll say, I don't want you to, I don't, can't do all that unless you leave your wife. All right, cool. I don't see me breaking up with my wife no time soon. I talk shit. The last little situation I was in, she gonna tell me I can only deal with her and my wife. I couldn't talk to other females, but she could talk to other niggas. I'm like, shout, I don't know what part of this shit you thought I was gonna sign up for to where, yeah, you can fuck off on your wife with me. Okay. But you can't talk to other women outside of me. What? So I'm already with the shit with you. I'm already with the shit with you. You get to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and I ain't judging. I ain't trying to cuff your shit like that. We having that fun. I ain't telling you to stop dealing with all these other niggas and shit like that. We having that little fun. You're telling me is that you gonna be the only nigga I fuck with till my nigga get out of jail. Okay. But you also have the right to go fuck with other niggas. Okay. Then you gonna tell me I can't fuck with nobody but you and my wife. I don't understand what part of this shit makes sense to me. Like, no, cause if I fuck with you, I go fuck with somebody else too. It's just that you're the only female I'm fucking with outside of my wife. So I'm good. But trust and believe, if I wanted to go do it again, I'll go do it again. You're trying to tell me not to do it while you still have your options wide open that I'm not telling you not to have, and I'm only limited to you as a side hoe. Right, right, okay. And that was 2021. That was the last time I actually stepped out. This shit that I got running through my motherfucking head. What I'm trying to give niggas and females alike that been running through my motherfucking head for this motherfucking long through all my experiences, the good and the bad, all the shit that I accumulated over 46 years. When it just come down to women, now politics, religion, um, welfare, Race war, child deletions. I'm pro life, but teachers on. Marriage, I'm married. You don't want to get married, you ain't gotta get married. All the other shit motherfucker want to argue about every day, all that other shit. I'm like, man, I don't care. Believe in what you want to believe in as far as religion. Hey, all the motherfuckers tell the same story. Different hero, same bad guy. That's how I feel about religion. Have at it. Call me a blasphemous, call me the devil, call me the. Been called all that before. Don't even make me no difference at this point. Politics, conservative, liberal, red, blue, whatever makes sense for me and mine, that's who I rock with. I don't give a fuck. Whatever make the most sense for me and mine, that's who I'm rock with. And I don't vote. Whoever make the most sense, that's who I'm supporting. I ain't voting. I'm just gonna take advantage of whatever they put in place. But I ain't voting. Race wars, I done been called nigga by black folks more than I've ever called been nigga by white folks. White folks done treated me better than some black folks. My sister-in-law, her sons run track and they play football, and she be talking about how just off the simple fact of track, how she done met so many people of other colors. Treat her so nice. Treat her boys so nice. I was like, you know I got a lot of white friends. Right. I got one that got her, she a manager at this piece of place. I don't burn up, but every time I in that direction, I want some pizza, I walk in her spot. And if she at work, guess what? I get that shit for the free. Met her through basketball. Hey, you. I got another one that make desserts. Her daughter made desserts. Her shit been in magazines in Memphis. Like one of the restaurants, they was selling her shit. She that good. I call if I want a dessert. I got a white partner that stay in one of good part of Memphis. Make plenty of money. He tell me all the time, hey, just bring the family through, man. You ain't gotta bring nothing. I got everything. And I ain't talking about no hot dogs and brats. Oh, this nigga, damn it, drop a joystick. I ain't talking about hot dogs and brats. Oh no, this nigga got fat steaks on the grill. Oh, get what you want. Eat what I ain't worried about it. Get what you want. So I don't know. I'm like, yeah, have I been pulled over by a white police officer? Yeah, they literally pulled me over in my driveway. I'm coming home from work one day. I'm going home. They running the other direction. They turn around, swoop behind me. They follow me all the way to my goddamn house. I park in my driveway. They tell me not to get out the car. Now, man, the car I'm in at this point in time was a white Pontiac Grand Am. And it had electrical problems. I got it out the auction. Motherfucker was clean. Had electrical issues. And it gonna have me one of the days where the window won't roll down and the air don't work. And it hot. So every time I'm at a stoplight, I gotta crack the motherfucking door. I gotta ride with the door cocked open so some air can come in. I'm going through with this motherfucking car. I'm going through with this motherfucking car. And I get to this little stretch close to my house. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna get to the house. So I get out this motherfucking car, get into my air conditioner at this house. These motherfuckers who behind me, follow me all the way to my house, up into my driveway. I go to open my door. They tell me not to open the motherfucking door. In this hot ass car. No air, no window, no shit. And I'm sitting here in my motherfucking driveway. Two white police officers right behind me in my driveway. Running tags and all types of shit. And I was sitting here like, hey, bro. Just sitting there to myself like, hey, man. Just do what the fuck you gotta do so I can get out this fucking ass car. It's hot in the motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck, because I know my tag clean. I know my license clean. I ain't riding dirty. I'm just trying to get out this motherfucking car. They did whatever they gotta do. Walk up to the car and say, we saw you ain't had no seatbelt on. Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck. And they could give me the ticket. If I ain't had no seatbelt on, just gonna give me tickets so I get out this motherfucking car. I ain't ran into too many issues with the police officers. Matter of fact, my brother that's in Texas right now, he complains so much. And I was like, bro, you done did more dirt than a little bit riding through the streets of Texas and Tennessee. Riding dirty more than a little bit. How many issues have you came into with the police officer riding around in the streets? Outside of tickets. You ain't been into that many altercated with police officers riding in the street. I said that one time they kicked in your motherfucking door at your apartment and had done dots on your motherfucking head. That's a whole nother situation. I said they staked your ass out for them to kick the door in like that. I said, other than that, you ride through the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. I said, your ass was getting pulled over for traffic violation. You didn't get pulled over because you got dope in the trunk. You got pulled over because you ain't had your headlights on. You got pulled over because you had a seatbelt on. I'm like, and then when they pulled you over, you wasn't acting belligerent. You wasn't with the shit because you riding dirty. You asked them folks asked you for this, that, and the third. You gave them the information they needed. You got your ticket. You went on your motherfucking way. Same with me. I ain't trying to get these motherfuckers a reason to check shit else but my driver's license. It's clean. It clean. So all the other shit motherfucker want to argue about, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That Carmelo Anthony case and them, that situation, I'm like, hey, you say he's smart, he came in this, that, whatever narrative you want to push. Okay, cool, I'm cool. Like my son's 17 and was top 5 in that class and got a baby mama. He captain of the football team, captain of the basketball team, captain of the baseball team, and all that type of shit. Top 5 in the motherfucking class, he got a baby mama. You want to sit there and tell me he got all this, that, and third going on? He couldn't poke a motherfucker on purpose? He couldn't be on no YN shit? Okay. You say it ain't possible. I'm saying, eh. You say it ain't possible. I'm going to say, I don't know. Don't know. So a lot of shit y'all be arguing about, I don't argue. I don't care. But when it come down to dealing with men and women, when it come down to these DNP conversations, I can be informative. I can give y'all the information if y'all really want the information. Or I could be with the shit. I could be with the shit, or I could be real with you niggas. If you niggas sit there coming to say, oh, we can't find good women, I'm gonna sit there like, well, bro, why are you fucking around with hoes? You want a hoe to turn into a housewife. Y'all say that all motherfucker. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but yet still y'all stay with hoes. It's when, like I said, it's one thing when you a young nigga, when you in your teens and 20s, fucking around with hoes. Okay, cool. If you find one that you like, that y'all got some shit working and shit like that, y'all vibing and shit like that, y'all actually got some shit to where y'all can see yourself growing, have at it. If you don't ever catch her, guess what? Still fuck with the hoes. But once you get around 30, and it's pretty funny that 30, that's the, oh, women want to get married at 30 now. Don't niggas want to get married at 35, 40? I'm just saying. It's a problem for the women to get married at 30, but it's not a problem for you to get married at 50. I'm just saying. This shit out here. She was fucking around doing all that. At 30, between 18 and 30, she was doing this, that, and the third. You right. You were absolutely correct. I don't know how many niggas she fucked between 18 and 30. I don't know. If she got any kids, I know at least one or two of these motherfuckers got hold and hit the spot. I know that for a motherfucker fact. I don't know how many niggas she done fucked. Don't know. I don't know how many nuts she done took to the face. I don't know if she like it in the ass. I don't know none of that type of shit. Don't know none of it. If she want to get married at 30, hey, that's her motherfucking business. What she did between 18 and 30, I don't know. Don't know. Can't tell you. Don't know. Don't know. I know she was fucking. It's a good chance she was fucking. How many niggas she was fucking? Don't know. But I know she was fucking. I'm not looking for her to be a virgin at 30. I'm not looking for her to be no virgin at 30. I'm not looking for her to be a virgin at 25. 21. That's something else I be factoring in too. It's like, well, shit. Some of these motherfuckers, they getting it in high school. So, again, how far back do you want to go? 14? 15? How far back you want to go? When y'all sit up and say, oh, the chicks that was in my class, they were messing around with niggas that was out of school and shit like that. How far back you want to go? How far back? You're complaining about shit from high school. How far back you want to go for body count? I don't know. How far back you want to go? When you know this, how far back you want to go? How far back? To justify what? That we ain't doing no but fucking with hoes anyway. Hey, fucking is fucking. Sex is sex. You got some motherfucker that like to fuck all the motherfucking time. You got some people that fuck every so often. I think my wife, when me and her got together, she said 4. Before me, 4. What I'm supposed to do with that? Oh, that's 4 too many. That you supposed get no fuck 4. 4. Okay. Then when I get hold to a motherfucking ass, she be sitting there like, where they come from? Who? Like, you mean tell me you been with 4 niggas before me? You mean tell me you been with 4 niggas before me? And the shit I do in this motherfucking bedroom, these 4 niggas never did it before me? Either you're lying or you had some lame ass niggas in the bedroom. Either you're lying to me, trying to gas me up, or you had some lame ass niggas in the bedroom. Which one is it? I'ma think it's the lame niggas. Mind you, I get with my wife in 2004. I'm about to be 25. In 2004, I'm 24, 25, and I'm pulling all type of shit out there. And she was sitting there like, "Hey, nigga, ain't never did that shit before, for real." Okay, okay, all right, okay. I'm just whatever I can come up with. She like shit. I think that's why she was in love again in them 20s. I was good for sex. I'm good for that. I'm good for that. If I wasn't good for shit else, I'm good for that. So she might be, yeah, might have been a couple of lame ass niggas. No, I don't know. But this whole mindset that I had that been curated for 46 years to the point now to where I can give it to y'all in real form. I ain't trying to get nothing out you motherfuckers, but like my shit. Share my shit, subscribe to my shit. That's all I'm trying to get about it. Not gonna be up here begging for no money or asking for no money or however you wanna look at it. That ain't me. And I ain't got nothing to sell you. I don't do that. I can run my mouth all month. I do that for free. I do that for fun. I dissect motherfuckers for fun. No charge. I do this for fun. Anybody will tell you that shit. Matter of fact, my son girlfriend just told me the other day, says, you a bully. I'm like, how I'm a bully? She's like, you don't give. She said, you don't care how you talk to motherfuckers. You just hurt people's feelings. I'm like, I don't hurt nobody's feelings. I just call it like it is. But I forget, it was a whole conversation about that, the tone and the man. Well, like I said, outside everything and sports, I know sports. So outside of women in sports, everything else y'all argue about, I don't care. I know women, I know sports. I know how to buy, I know how to sell. That's it. The mindset is a capitalistic mindset. And if niggas talking about they want good quality in women, okay, go get the good quality in women. They out there. They out there. You be attaching yourself to 304s. You be attaching yourself to women that still trying to get their shit together. You be attaching yourself to the independent chicks that say they don't need a nigga. Them the ones y'all be attaching yourself to. Them the ones y'all complain about all the motherfucking time. And I be sitting there like, it's more than that out there. And the funny part about it, I called it not too long ago when I said something about Aisha Curry. I called it before that shit even dropped. About her talking what she was saying about she ain't want white, she ain't want to be married, she ain't want kids, she was gonna be this career girl and shit like that. I just said that shit about her. I said, man, that's the motherfucker that gonna protect her nigga while talking shit about that nigga at the same motherfucking time. I just said that shit before that shit even broke. And I saw the shit yesterday. Didn't even know that shit was going on. And I said there and told y'all. And I said, all it need is for a Michelle Obama to get a microphone, for a Jada Pinkett to get a microphone, for an Aisha Curry to get a microphone. I'm just waiting on Savannah James, got a microphone. All these motherfuckers that y'all say good women, ride or dies. I said, oh, you give them a microphone. Give them a microphone. Just give them a microphone. Give them a microphone. Give them a camera. Give them something to talk. And they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you how they really feel about shit. They're going to tell you. And then you'll be looking at it like, how you going to talk bad about the nigga? I'm like, bruh. Nigga, you been with a motherfucker 15, 20 years. You got some shit you gotta say about this motherfucker you share a bed with. You don't like that motherfucker every day. Oh, if a nigga did it, then I'll be bashing the nigga. I don't care. I done told you, motherfucker. I cussed my wife out. I told my wife get the motherfucking papers. I done said all type of shit to my motherfucking wife and told y'all the same motherfucking time. I don't care. I don't care. Why you care? Why you care? I be trying to and told y'all motherfucker a long motherfucking time. Y'all wanna be, I don't wanna play like that. I don't wanna play dirty. I don't wanna play like that. Man, women ain't got no problem playing like that. Women ain't got a problem playing like that. And I be telling you niggas like, hey, you ain't gotta put your hands on. You ain't gotta call them out their motherfucking name. You ain't gotta do none of that type of shit. I don't condone that shit. I don't condone it. But at the same motherfucking time, if they get low, I go lower. I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta call you out your name. I ain't gotta put my hands on you. I just know is that you gonna do some shit to try to get your little rocks off of my expense. And guess what? I'm just as petty. You not gonna sit up here and talk shit about me and expect me to just be quiet. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. You ain't gonna get off on me and then tell me to be quiet. Oh no. No. Oh, men don't do that shit. Alright, you right. I men don't do that shit. But if you want to call me a bitch at this motherfucker point in time, you want to call me a dirty, I don't give a fuck. Call me what you want to call me, but you even get off on me and tell me to be quiet. Oh no. You even talk shit to me and then when I start talking shit back, you finna start crying. No. Hey, you can't sit up here and run your motherfucking mouth, talk crazy to me, and then as soon as I raise my voice a little bit, you wanna start crying. Pick a struggle. Either you the bully or you the victim. You ain't gonna play both with me. You ain't gonna play both with me. You ain't gonna talk stupid to me and expect me to just say, that's just women. You're a dumb ass. Okay. You thought you could get away with that one. All right, cool. All right, cool. And then I tell a lot of times, and I tell my wife this shit, it's like, man, I hate talking bad about my mom-in-law, but I said, man, I don't want to call her this, but I gotta call her, what's that shit? My mom-in-law hoe. My wife just say, well, it is what it is. And I'm like, it hurt me to say that shit, but I look at how she move, I like, that whole shit. That whole shit. She down to 60 on whole shit. I call it like I saw it. Now it's little jokes that I say to her and shit like that, letting me know like, hey, your ass riding merry-go-round, and when I start bringing up the amusement parks and car washing and shit like this, she already know what that mean. Motherfucker riding merry-go-round, you already know what that mean. Motherfucker get the car wash, you already know what that mean. It's like this little shit I throw at her ass, let her know like, hey, I know you fucking. I know you got niggas that you fuck with and shit like that. These little jokes I throw at her, but the last time me and her got into it, I told her straight up like, man, how the fuck you gonna talk crazy to me? You got 7 motherfucking kids, about 6 motherfucking niggas, and still ain't got a nigga in there. You got the nerve and the audacity to try to talk stupid to me, and you the fuck struggling. You struggling. You can't get a good nigga to save your motherfucking life. I always talking about you deserve a good nigga, but you moving like a motherfucker hoe and been moving like a motherfucker hoe for the past 20-something years since I met you. Moving like a hoe. But I always saying you it's niggas now. Cause you had good niggas that you done fucked over. And you want to square up and down, it's the niggas' fault for you fucking them over. No. 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 So again, the whole Swipevestor idea, where I'm taking this and all that type of shit, it's like, hey, again, love is emotional. Returns are financial. If you trying to get the best returns, invest your shit correctly. What's really gonna pay out? If you just trying to get some box, okay, get the box. Have at it. But if you going after the box and expecting the box to give you more than what you're asking for and it don't come through, you can't get mad at the box. You can't get mad at the woman for not giving you more than what you asked for. Be mad at your motherfucking self because you still gambling. You still got this fucked up strategy that you're going to digmatize some female and turn into June Cleaver. You're going to digmatize her into being the best woman in the motherfucking world. And when it don't happen, you wasted your time and your money. No, you didn't. You got what you wanted. You expected more features for base price. You expected premium service while getting the free service. It's a subscription model for a reason. That's why motherfuckers go around here, they don't want the duck in the corner from StreamYard. Because they're the motherfucker like, oh, you ain't got no money to buy the subscriptions. You got it the free service. Yeah, I know what I'm talking. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. The true motherfucker don't want that duck in the corner. Now when they call themselves a real content creator, they don't want that duck in the corner. Because they know it's like, oh, you only limited on what you can do because of the duck in the corner. If I don't see your logo or something in the corner, you only limited what you how long you can say your shit is on. You can only do so much. You can't do shit else because the duck in the corner. Now you can maximize that shit. You only got so many hours and whatever the case may be with the free service. So when you say some shit, make this shit mean something. You only got so many hours. You ain't got unlimited hours to where you can be up there 6, 7, 8 hours a day bullshitting. You got so many hours to get your point across a month until you upgrade. Again, you can't get mad at StreamYard for having the duck in the corner because you want to be on YouTube all motherfucking day. You want to stream to all these different destinations and shit like that, and you only got so much, so you got limitations. And then you gonna be mad at StreamYard because they got gave you limitation for the free service. You don't want the duck in the corner, you gotta pay for the extra service. Now you paying for the extra service, and guess what? You can't get mad at StreamYard for add and give you the add-ons, the extra features, because you paid for it. You paid for it. You could have kept the free shit and been perfectly fine. Did what you had to do in this free amount of time. It's numerous shit I use that I pay for. Like I just said, I can get YouTube for free. I pay for premium. And the only reason I got premium is because I want to do, react to videos and shit like that. I went and got the premium subscription. That moment came and went. I don't even want to do reaction like that. I still got free. I still got the premium. I ain't got free YouTube. And YouTube free. I just pay for the premium so I don't have to deal with the ads. Now I can sit here like my son, he watch YouTube. He won't even. I tell him like, bro, I'm paying for my shit by myself. I try to get you on your mama on premium. Y'all don't want to do it. Y'all ain't fucked up about the ads. Cool. I'm by myself. Then when I be in the living room, his account and my account on the TV, on the PlayStation at the same time. He turn on his account, he watch ads. He don't give a fuck. I turn on my account, there ain't no ads. He like, oh, you bougie. I'm like, nigga, I don't want no ads. Same with Netflix, same with who Disney Plus. Like, I don't want the ads. I pay for the good shit, so I don't have to have the ads. I can easily sit there and watch this, and then the commercial pop up, and okay, now I gotta sit through this commercial just to go back to watching whatever I was watching. I'd rather not. I pay for that. So again, if you want wifely benefits and shit from this right there, you're gonna have to invest a little bit more than just dick. I mean, that's part of it, but again, that ain't the only part of it. That's the only part y'all want to invest is dick. And dick only gonna keep certain type of females around you for the long term, and that every female ain't gonna be dickmatized. Every female ain't gonna be dickmatized to where you ain't gotta do shit else but slang that iron. A lot of them ain't going like that. They like the sex. I ain't sitting there say they don't like to get piped down. They like to get piped down. It just ain't they ain't on that they gonna keep them around. Now if they in their whole chaotic behavior and shit like that, then maybe when they sit up here and still talking about they trying to find themselves and shit like that, maybe because they already know shit. I like him, but he can't fuck me like this nigga fuck me, so I'm gonna keep fucking around with him. And then get caught up in some bullshit. And then like, well, if you ain't doing this, that, and the third, like, why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't bring it to my attention that I wasn't pleasing you that way? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you had to go fuck around with that nigga right there that you can't do nothing? You gotta understand, it ain't that easy. Like, man, a conversation ain't that easy. But you can. Spread your soul to the whole world on Instagram or Facebook, talking about bullshit, but then you can't tell me the nigga that's in your life something ain't right. Hmm. 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 Mind you, I just got through saying this shit about myself, dealing with my wife when we first got together. When conflict came up, and I ain't know how to talk to her, because I wasn't used to having to talk to women that way when conflict came up. I go back to chaotic behavior. I go back to chaotic behavior. I just said that about myself. It's a behavior. You rather go fuck off with another nigga just for that one particular reason. And then if a nigga asks you why, it's hard for you to explain. It ain't hard for you to explain. You just don't want to explain yourself. It is what it is. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, 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 yeah. All the extra fluff and bullshit in between. You got caught and then we done. All the extra shit that's in between them two sentences. Then you going on about your business and the nigga that you run into to pipe you down, all he got is dick, and you in love with that motherfucker for maybe 2, 3 months. Then after 2, 3 months and you realize ain't shit else going on, now you like, this it? You ain't got no ambition, you ain't got nothing else to do, but you just want to fuck out of motherfucker time. Well, you like it. Yeah, I like it, but damn, I need more than the dick. Well, you like it. Well, I need you to do more. Well, shit. You called me, you accepted me like it was. You fucked off on board with me. You knew what it was when you started fucking off with me and shit. Da, 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 da. All that type of shit right there. Now you mad at this nigga because he don't want to be better than the other nigga you just. You mad at the nigga you fucking with because he ain't better than the nigga you fucked off on. Man, 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 man. The only difference between me and some of these motherfuckers right there that y'all listen to on the daily is this right here. I'm not taking name one of you motherfucker sides. I know the bullshit both men and women speak. I know the real shit that go on in these conversations and all that type of shit right there. I just don't pick a side. I talk to men because I'm a man. And I tell men, hey, it's on you at the same motherfucking time. With women, hey, it's on you too because of how you. My bad. But yeah, I don't take none motherfucker side for the simple fact I know how both y'all act. That's why I sit there and tell y'all like this shit ain't gender based, this shit ain't race based, this shit ain't sexuality based, it ain't financially based. Oh no, 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 no. It's behavior patterns. It's your psychological makeup. It's what you done seen growing up and what you done experienced and how you feel like if I do this shit gonna happen because that done happened time and time and time again, and you so used to your outcomes because of this shit over and over again that that's all you know, and you don't want to open up your mind that it might be your fucking fault that your relationship don't work. It might be your fault that you're not doing enough for this woman. You might not be doing enough for this man that's actually a good person. Your behavior is your behavior, and you ain't never been told you was fucked up in the motherfucking head. You ain't never been told you were wrong. You ain't never been told you were wrong. As a young boy, you was always your mama kissed your motherfucking ass. Cater to your every desire and every need, and now you out there in the real motherfucking world and I always say, oh, I can't find nobody like my mama. I can't find nobody like my grandmama. That cause your mama and grandmama didn't tell your ass to grow the fuck up. Still washing your clothes at 20 something. Still cooking your favorite meals and shit like that when you out on your motherfucking own. It's alright when I come through. But every motherfucker we gotta go over your house and wash clothes. And you ain't washing them, she gotta put them in the washing and dry. You starving. Cause your ass didn't learn how to cook. You go to the internet for everything else. You ain't found the easy recipe to start off cooking for your motherfucking self. You still gotta depend on your folks, or your mom and your grandmama to cook for you because you don't want to cook. They gotta come over there and clean your fucking ass house, and you ain't got shit but a TV on top of a crate and an air mattress and a PlayStation. And you get your house junky as fuck. And your mama or somebody gotta come in and clean up your motherfucking house, and you ain't got shit in your motherfucking house. That's on you. And then you want a woman to come in and do everything mama did, grandmama did for you. When nigga, ain't you by your motherfucking self? Ain't you saying the relationship ain't worth it and all that type of shit? You buy your motherfucking self, clean up your motherfucking house. Cook your motherfucking food, wash your motherfucking ass. You want a female to come in and do all that fucking shit. Why you ain't doing that shit for your motherfucking self? And then gonna say you can't find no good woman to do the shit for you when nigga you ain't doing it. You living in filth. And then you want her to come in and straighten shit out. Cause your mama come in and straighten shit out. Right. And women, motherfucker giving y'all money when y'all were little. Oh, you so cute. You so cute. Here go $1. Here go $5. All these niggas in your family, uncles and granddaddies and shit like that, giving you money cause you cute. Cause you just a girl. They'll give me your money because you did that in the third, because you a girl. Over and over again in life. You ain't have to do too much, but just be pretty. Just smile. And motherfucker will put money in your pocket because you. Now you grow up and now you want shit. You want this, you want this, you want that. And you ain't got no skills about your motherfucking self. Can't hold a decent conversation. Got bad behavior, acting, problems and shit like that. Don't know nothing but you cute. You went through puberty and you got titties and ass now. Hips. And you cute. And say all the nigga gotta do is just put money in your pocket so because you cute. Now you going on through life thinking that's the only way. I'm cute. I'm pretty. Fuck with me. And you ain't got nothing else to offer a nigga but your looks. And then they get mad at a nigga for just fucking on you because of your looks. Ain't taking you seriously, ain't trying to be in no long-term committed relationship. Make you a baby mom before you make you a wife, and you mad at them, and you want to be serious, but you acting like a hoe. And you mad at the nigga for treating you like a hoe. And now you want to go around talking about it. All niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. Niggas dog. Nigga this. Nigga that. And I'm like, well, what else you got besides your body? Just saying. All this shit boiled down to business. All this shit boiled down to business. What you willing to give up and what a nigga willing to pay. Yep. That's the mindset behind this madness. It is what it is. I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up with y'all later. Like this, share this, subscribe to this. And help me get to 1,300 by the end of the year. I'm going to holler at y'all good people later.